Previously, we witnessed Prince Helios's heroic act of rescuing Lisha from Master Bren's father. Alongside that, we delved into Lisha's history and the mistreatment she endured. It was during this time that she discovered her identity as an Aleph, the only beings capable of summoning rain since the first Aleph defeated the archdemon. We also caught glimpses of Kai and Emperor Athea as they plotted their course of action involving the prince. Inside the carriage, Lisha noticed the prince's lack of emotional display towards her. Furthermore, an anonymous figure observed their interaction from afar. Lisha and Helios arrived to the candy shop. There was so many treats in there, Lisha didn't even know what to choose. The shop owner told her to take her time. Then she asked him if it's possible to put chocolates in a glass jar. He told her yes, but in warm weather like today, chocolates will melt and make the jar messy. Helios then told him then we make the jar cold. Then Helios with his magic made a frosty jar and gave it to Lisha to get her chocolates in it. The shop owner was really surprised that he made a permanent artifact so easily. After Lisha got her chocolates, Helios told her that he has some business to do and he will be right back, so there's no need to worry. Lisha then asked the wagoner if they can walk around this area a bit while waiting for Helios, and the wagoner told her yes, and they started walking around the area. It felt so surreal to Lisha. She was walking on the street out in the open like this, but no one points their finger at her. Lisha then saw a store and asked the wagoner if this is a general store. He answered yes and asked her if she needs something. Lisha wanted to buy some gifts for when she comes back to the palace. While talking, suddenly Lisha heard a girl saying, "You are Brenz's." The wagoner asked Lisha, "What's wrong, my lady?" The girl heard him saying "my lady," then told Lisha, "Oh, so you are a lady now?" This girl was Master Bren's fiancée, Lady Isabel. At another place, Helios was walking to an alley, and there was a person hiding in there. It was the person who was following them all this time. The person was afraid. He was worried that Helios could have noticed him. He was sent to collect information about the guest in the winter residence. He just followed the guest, but he didn't know that Prince Helios was with her. The spy got worried. He tried using a teleport scroll to run away, but it got ripped instantly. Helios was getting closer to him, so he started sprinting, but suddenly, a huge fire lit in front of him. He screamed and tried using a physical enhancement scroll to jump over the buildings, but it also got ripped. So he started climbing the wall. Helios then told him there's no use. There's a barrier around this area. Then Helios caught him with his magic and made the spy fly to his hand. Helios was shocked. They don't even know who Lisha is, but they already sent someone after her tail. The spy was shocked. He didn't know how did Helios know about the Shadens. Suddenly, a dark fire started burning the spy until he disappeared. They planted a demonic curse on him to destroy all the evidence. Helios knew that's something that the Shadens would do. Caught a thing that looked like an insect. I was like a little demon with wings. Helios was worried because this means there's demons in the Imperial territory. Back to Lisha's place. Lisha was shocked that the girl was Lady Isabel. Isabel did hear how Lord Covern displeased someone important and got punished while trying to teach an insolent maid a lesson. Isabel realized this maid was Lisha. Come to think of it, Lisha was different from other untouchables. Bren secretly cared about her, although pretending not. Isabel then remembered when she was talking to Bren from behind the bars and he was telling her that his family business it nothing she should concern herself with. Considering all, Bren told her they should call of their engagement as well. Isabel was angry when she remembered that Bren had the audacity to say that to her face. Lisha then told her that Bren didn't get punished because of her. Lord Covern was, and before Lisha completes her talking, Isabel got really angry and told her how dare you refer to him by his name. Then she tried slapping her, but the wagoner got in the way and protected Lisha. Lisha got angry and started shouting, "I am not your maid, and neither is the wagoner, so you don't have the right to mistreat people this way." Isabel got really angry and grabbed Lisha from her clothes and told her, "How dare you teach me what I can and cannot do?" Suddenly Helios came and said, "What's all the ruckus about?" When Isabel saw Helios, she quickly kneeled in front of him and told him she offers her deepest respects to the water shadow of the Empire. Isabel was really worried. She was thinking, what is the Prince Helios doing here? Helios then turned to Lisha and asked her who made her cry. Lisha told him no one and she is all right. Isabel was really worried. She was thinking about what should she do. She feels like she is causing a trouble here. Helios pressed Lisha to his chest and told her to tell him who dared to bring her tears to her eyes. Lisha told him that she was just a little angry and she doesn't want to trouble anyone here. Helios then told her let's call it a day and return, and told her he will summon a merchant to the palace next time. Isabel was shocked that Lisha belongs to Prince Helios now. While in the carriage, Helios told Lisha that she doesn't have to be afraid anymore. Lisha told him she is not, and she is feeling like she became very strong. He asked her how. She told him that she told someone not to hit her, since Lisha is a filthy untouchable. Isabel thought she could just hit her without thinking much, but it upset Lisha. If that had happened, Denia would have been sad and the wagoner could have been in trouble. And Helios would have been mad too. Lisha couldn't believe she was in Aleph, the sky and the river of Empire. But Helios said he was without an ounce of doubt in his eyes. Everyone in the winter residence has been treating Lisha so nicely. Lisha is being appreciated by other people. After Lisha told all of this to Helios, he was glad that she got that. He told her, I respect your decision and let the woman off the hook. But there is no second time if you don't wish to see me upset again. Helios told Lisha she should learn to express her anger by herself. She told him she will try. Lisha then told Helios she wants to ask him a favor. After that, Lisha went to see Bren in the place he was locked in. Bren told her she is out of her mind. He noticed there's a good thing going on in her life. So he asked her angrily what did she come here. Lisha told him she was just wondering if he is okay. She told him she came here because she really wanted to thank him in person. Bren angrily told her, you are thankful. My father tried to kill you, but you want to thank me? Do you only see the things you want to see? Lisha then told him that he was trying to help her. He even let her escape and it would have worked if she didn't return. Bren then told her that he just didn't want his father to do something he would regret later. He told her that the only one who deserves her thank you is her new owner. Bren then told her to get lost and leave him alone. Helios then put his hand on her shoulders to calm her. But Lisha told him it's okay. She told him that Bren's snarky comments don't hurt her. Lisha then apologized to Bren for bothering him, but still thanked him for attempting to save her, for taking an injured girl and offering her a job, and for not calling her filthy even once. She thanked him again and told him to take care. Lisha then got out with tears in her eyes. She thanked Helios and told him now they can return to the residence. But before she completes her talking, suddenly the door slammed with magic and Helios was with Bren in the room. They started looking to each other. Then Bren started asking Helios is there anything he would like to tell to him? Helios angrily replied, how arrogant. Sir Monospell at first thought Lisha was a new mage that Helios discovered. Lisha was worried about the door because Helios was in there. But Monospell told her the door is sealed now. It looks like His Highness wanted to have a word with the Cavern boy. Sir Monospell started realizing that Lisha might be the girl who was under the cape back then. So he told her he wanted to ask her something. He asked her who is she. Lisha started thinking what should she say. But just like the time back when she was on the street after getting kicked out of the fish store, she finds herself in an unknown place again. But she is no longer an untouchable or a maid. She became someone totally different now. So Lisha talked without fear and told him she is an Aleph now. Back to Helios and Bren. Helios was talking to Bren and asked him, did you throw your manners into the same pit your family is in? When Bren realized that, he stood up and then told Helios, to what does Bren owe the pleasure of having His Highness visit this shabby place? Helios then looked at him and asked him, are you a water shadow? Bren was shocked when he heard that question. A water shadow is an Aleph's male sibling. Despite having a powerful ability comparable to that of an Aleph, they shall never be one. Bren asked Helios if Lisha is an Aleph. Helios scared him if he knew it. Bren then told him that he saw a sudden downpour that day. He asked Helios if he knew why they had been offering sacrifices to the river god there. Bren told Helios that there was a popular myth in that area. Several hundreds years ago, there were two princesses who happened to be both Alephs. In case of having more than two Alephs in the royal family, It's the norm that the stronger takes the throne. Given that the younger one should have become the next emperor. But not only was she too young, but she was also an illegitimate child. The emperor did not wish to recognize her as her heir, and the firstborn wanted to see her younger dead. The young girl decided to flee, instead of fighting for the throne, and arrived to the outskirts not the comprised by the imperial territory. Villagers who were suffering from long-lasting drought without the emperor's grace saw her, and thought their problem would be solved if they sacrificed the Aleph girl to make her their own river god. Bren told Helios that after the ruling families considered to kill the princess, they made a pact to offer their daughters in turn every 18 years to console the river. Helios then told him that they have the complete records of all Aleph's births and deaths. And the incident Bren just mentioned never happened in real life. Bren told him that he had always considered it nothing more than a groundless nonsense too. But then it occurred to him as he was looking at the rain that day. Perhaps it was real. That an Aleph is killed in this land a long time ago. Helios then said, "And you think Lisha could be a descendant of that murdered Aleph?" Bren asked Helios how did he know that he is Lisha's brother. Helios told him it was a simple deduction. He told Bren that he said it's customary to sacrifice daughters, so they must have considered themselves lucky to stumble upon someone like Lisha. Those scumbags are willing to do anything if they can get away with it. And Helios told Bren that he is sure they didn't think twice about it when they found out their prey was an untouchable. Helios then said, "Enough with that story." He told Bren that he have a preposition for him. Helios told him to go to Molten Mountain Fort and serve there. Molten Mountain Fort is the most dangerous battlefront on the brink of war against the fiends. Bren was really shocked and said, "You are allowing me an honorable death that I don't really deserve." Bren then told him that he appreciated his generous offer. Helios then told Bren that he is not telling him to go there and die fighting, that he is sending him to because he is a water shadow. Bren then shouted and said, "What do you mean?" He told him that he is involved in attempting to murder Aleph, which is considered high treason. Helios then told Bren that he is also a water shadow and he will be exempted from his charges. Water shadow is the protector that Aleph first encounters. Their power is destined to be used only for Aleph. Helios then told him that since Lisha is awakened as Aleph, Bren will soon be soon as will. Helios then turned and on his way out he told Bren to not forget that his life belongs to someone else now. And after that Helios went out. Bren then realized that Helios spared his life and this was his way of telling him that he should live on and redeem himself. While Helios was on his way out, he noticed it took longer than he thought, so he called Lisha and said let's go. But Lisha wasn't there when he got out. A servant took Helios to the place where they escorted Lisha. Helios got in then Sir Monospell told him that he didn't want to have the noble lady stand in the dingy hallway for a long time so he invited her here. Lisha then told Helios that she told Monospell she is an Aleph. Suddenly Monospell and the servants kneeled in front of Lisha. Lisha was flustered. She was telling them to please stand up. Then they asked her if they may raise their heads. She quickly said yes, please get up. Lisha then asked Monospell if he believed what she said, and he told her yes. His Highness will never forgive anyone who falsely claims to be an Aleph. He told Lisha that he is going to call her my lady for a moment, since her real name is too noble to be said out loud in a place like this. Monospell told Lisha that she doesn't need to make an effort to prove herself to anyone. He told her that every life form in this world exists by her grace, not the other way around. Lisha told Helios that she knows that she is not supposed to show her face. She asked him if she did something she shouldn't have done. Helios put his hand on her face and told her no. He told her that she can say anything she wants to anyone. Helios then called Monospell and told him that he decided what to do with Bren Covern. He told him that Bren is a noble with a quirk, so he is going to give him a chance to redeem himself at the Molten Mountain Fort. Lisha was worried about Bren because he is going to the battlefield to fight the fiends, but Helios told her not to worry, he will be back in one piece. Out of nowhere, after seeing them together, Sir Monospell them, when are they planning to get engaged? Lisha blushed and then looked to Helios. Helios then angrily told him that there is no such plan, and told him to think twice before he says this nonsense. Helios then took Lisha and went back to the palace. The next day, Lisha woke up and she can't believe that she woke up late. This would never happen if she was still a maid. Lisha was thinking that she needs to learn how to read and write in proper manners in order to be the right person for her position, and she wanted to practice how to manipulate mana as an Aleph. When Lisha got out of the room, she found that Lethe the maid was waiting for her. Lethe then told her that she was assigned to be Lisha's handmaid from today, and she will try her utmost to best serve Lisha. Lisha was shocked. She had no idea she would be having a handmaid. Lethe asked her what would she like for breakfast. Lisha told her that it's too late for that, and told her that if she has any leftover oatmeal, she will eat it. Lethe told her that's not the type of food she should eat, but Lisha told her it's such a hassle to prepare a meal at this time. Lisha told her that it may disrupt everyone's daily schedule, which she hates to do. Lethe asked her then what her day going to be like today. Lisha told her she is planning to study. Lethe suggested her to have some sandwiches prepared for her and go for a picnic where she could read books in the garden and have sandwiches as lunch. Lisha really liked the idea. Then Lethe told her she will go and prepare. While out, Lisha liked the weather, and the place was perfect for her to focus. She started reading a book, but suddenly it was like she teleported to that calm place and she heard the fairy-like beings saying, "Wow, she is an Aleph. She smells different from our Aleph." Lisha didn't know what was it that just happened. Suddenly she hears a noise near the bushes, then she asked if there is someone there. Lisha went to check and she found a little girl by the river. Lisha didn't know who is she. But suddenly the little girl started running away, and while running she fall down. Lisha took the little girl with her and asked her if she is alright. Lisha thought the little girl must have gotten lost while playing, so she asked her which way did she come from. The little girl didn't answer her. Lisha started thinking that the little girl is too young to speak or she is scared to talk. Lisha then asked her if she came here by herself. The little girl said no. After some questions, Lisha asked her if she had lunch yet. The girl shook her head saying no. So Lisha asked her if she would like to share lunch with her. The girl then pointed at the chocolate jar that Helios gave to Lisha. Lisha told her she can share it with her as much as the little girl want. The little girl looked to the chocolate then said they are from my brother. Lisha guessed that she has an older brother. After the girl ate the chocolate, her hands were covered in chocolate. Lisha got her a napkin and while she was getting it, the girl grabbed the jar and started looking at it. Lisha asked her if she liked the jar, and the girl said yes. Lisha was thinking that she could give the little girl as many chocolates as she wants, but not the jar. She was thinking that no one is going to take it away from her. Lisha then wiped the little girl's hand, but while wiping them she noticed a bruises from a rod on the girl's hand. Someone hit the little girl on the wrist so that they wouldn't be so visible, just like what used to happen with Lisha. But who would hit a noble child like her? Lisha then asked the girl if these bruises hurt. The girl told her it's okay, and suddenly magic started coming from under the girl. It was a quirk. The girl then told her it's a secret, then suddenly teleported in front of her and disappeared. Lisha was shocked that the girl used her quirk like it was nothing, and Lisha doesn't even know how to do anything. Lisha started remembering Helios's words when he told her that she is an Aleph, so she doesn't need to rush. All her power will come back to her in the end. But when that would be? Lisha was thinking. Suddenly Lethe came rushing to Lisha and told her that the Theodel merchants are here right now. When Lisha returned, she was surprised of what she saw. Necklaces, mats, flowers, paintings, everything was there. While Lisha was watching these things, a man came and told her that they are all top-of-the-line goods handpicked by their finest merchants. He told her that he is Wat Theodel of the Theodel merchants and it's such an honor to present their items to the Lady of the Winter residence. Wat told her that he came for her and he is lucky enough to come and show her their selections after he heard that Lisha came to the downtown without actually looking around the store. Lisha then remembered what happened that time. She was shocked that Helios really summoned the whole place just for her. So, will the merchants have something special to present to Lisha, and what is the story of this little girl? This is what we will find out in the next episode. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more.